Hi everyone, thanks for joining me for this process video using our Twilight Kit Club monthly subscription kit. And this kit uses the beautiful collection from Arden Creative Studio called Field Notes. Here I'm using one of our Jennywren Cutfiles, and this is the leaf wreath. I cut it out on my brother's Scan and Cut, and we have lots of digital and physical cut files at Twilight Crafts. So you can see here with a pencil, I'm just marking where I want the cut file to be on the white 12 by 12 cardstock. I then inked the cut file. I love using these new 49 and Market inks. We've got Rainforest here and Mint Chill. So I did a layer of Mint Chill first, and then to darken the edges, I just used a little bit of the darker Rainforest ink. So because I'd marked in pencil where the wreath was going to lay, I then wanted to add a layer of mixed media, a bit of ink. So you can see I've got some 49 and Market inks here, and also some Distress Oxides. And I'm using a glass mat. This is a magnetic glass mat, and it measures 90 centimetres. So it's a really big glass mat that you can do inking and distress techniques straight onto your page. So I'm using a piece of acetate here, and the key is to dry each layer of ink before you add the next. That really just makes sure that the colours don't mix. So with the acetate, you water down the inks and then build up the layers just by pressing and dabbing the watered down inks onto the layout. And I was conscious here that I wanted to leave white space in the centre of the layout to build up the photograph and cluster, and I wanted to have white space around the edge as well. So I'm now going in with some Distress Oxides on top, so that gives a bit more of a chalky effect, and to enable the ink to be kind of guided a little bit more carefully, I was using a teardrop paintbrush, and that holds quite a lot of water and a lot of moisture from the ink, but you can use a combination of the acetate and the paintbrush here just to position. You can see I'm creating a background of inks that will sit behind that cut file. So going in and adding a slightly darker shade, I went back to the Rainforest ink here. So once I built up the layers of inks, I'm going back with some Rainforest. Now this is a fan paintbrush, gives another technique again, and this is for adding lots of little splatters. So a fan paintbrush is really handy, as you can see, for just distributing those little ink splats. So once the background was all dry, I laid the Jennywren leaf wreath cut file onto the layout, and I'm using my glue press here, which is perfect for really fine gluing and adding that adhesive, positioning the cut file in place, and then I'm ready to start building up the layout. So in the Twilight Kit Club subscription kit for this month, you get 2 packs of ephemera, and in one of the packs of ephemera you have lots of journal pieces, tabs, tickets. And here I am distressing the edges to give a little bit of extra dimension. You can add some ink if you'd like to. So here a little bit of the Rainforest ink to just add some depth. And you could see I scrunched up some of the tabs, and I like to do that just again to add a little bit of texture and a little bit of depth. So the photo was mounted in one of the Polaroid frames that comes in the ephemera pack. And here I just started layering up those tabs, the tickets, and some of those rectangular pieces that are distressed. And it's all about layering for this centrepiece. What I tend to do is put a small piece of adhesive in the centre of these pieces, And that means if I want to tuck things on top or underneath, it's really easy for me to do that. And I can always go back and add some more adhesive once I'm happy with how it's all positioned. So then I'm choosing my title, and this is from one of the ephemera packs in the kit as well. You get rub-ons in this kit. You actually get 12 sheets of the field notes, 12 by 12 papers. And in the ephemera pack, you've got the titles, but you've also got those little subtitle sentiments. So I added both on this layout. You also get laser cuts in the kit. So I chose some of the laser cut butterflies to position around the wreath. Another little subtitle going on at the top there. And this was all about just building layers in the centre of the wreath. So I often use foam pads to add dimension, but this time on this layout, because there were lots of layers, I chose not to add foam pads and just use my ATG gun and my wet glue. And then around the edge of the wreath, I'm adding some extra detail here. I absolutely love my Nouveau drops. So I've got several colours of Nouveau drops. One is a shimmery green glitter you can see here, and this one is a translucent Nouveau drops. So it gives almost like a glass effect. Really beautiful, tiny little details that just bring the edge of the wreath to life. And then finally, this is my favourite box of pearls and crystals. And I love using these on my layout. This is inspired by Sarah Millerhouse, who loves to add these little bits of glitter and dimension to her layout. So I'm using my pickup tool here, and I put tiny little dots of wet glue using my glue press. I pick up those little pearls and rhinestones, and then I am just embellishing around the inside and the outside of the wreath. And I know this bit is quite fiddly, but I think it's really worth adding these little details to your layout. So along with the ink drips and splats, you've got those Nouveau drops, and then we've also got the sparkle and the shine from the rhinestones and the pearls. So I think on this layout, I chose to go tone on tone with the rhinestones and pearls. So the light greens and the kind of olive greens here against the greens of the wreath. So a few close-ups here. I hope you enjoyed watching this process video, and we'd love you to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, everybody.